I will tell you what breastfeeding is like with a newborn baby. I know there are many things going around, many opinions, and many experiences especially. It is important that you listen to everything and understand that you can create a filter to also make your own breastfeeding experience. The newborn baby is an extremely expressive baby who will tell you what they need through signals. The search or rooting reflex, which belongs to the survival reflexes that babies have at birth, will help them find the place where they will be fed. This reflex also responds to an olfactory sensitivity. This baby is permanently smelling all its surroundings, and when it finds that familiar smell, the smell of breast milk, or even that smell developed before birth, that smell will guide it to the place where it will be fed. What do we need to know in these first days? Some signs will tell us much more than just numbers. This is not about counting minutes, or even counting sucks, keeping endless lists, or tracking apps on the baby's feedings. There is a common sense and a daily dynamic that will help you more, and I will tell you what it is. This dynamic is about observing the baby first and observing yourself second. When a baby is born, the mother was permanently generating nourishment for this unborn baby through the placenta. So, the body has an overview of exactly what this baby needs. If my baby was born, for example, weighing 3.200 kilos and at 38 weeks of gestation, I will produce a specific milk for this baby, which has the quantities and composition required for each of these days. In this first month, the menu has already been planned. You don't need to do anything but breastfeed on demand. Breastfeeding on demand will be the spontaneous demand that your baby will show you to indicate when it is time to be fed. There are 3 key ways to know how breastfeeding is working at home until the next well baby checkup. The first one is breast pain. If you feel breast pain, it means that your mammary glands have accumulated milk that the baby has not yet taken. You don't have to pump. It is time to feed this baby. Breastfeeding on demand is not only about what the baby shows it needs, but also about what your body is saying it has ready for the baby. Why? They are directly related. Remember that in these first days, the baby will be totally synchronized with its needs and what you produce. The second one can be seen in the diaper. When opening the baby's diaper and noticing that there is pee, that pee should not be colored. If it is yellow, orange, or has red dots like brick dust, it means that the pee is not diluted enough. It is nothing to worry about or think that the baby is dehydrated. We just have to understand that we have to increase the supply. And increasing the supply means increasing the milk intake, which is liquid, so that the pee is more diluted. Also, if we touch the diaper on the outside, we should feel that its consistency has changed. It is thicker. The diapers have gel, some tiny particles that transform into a gel every time they retain liquid. That's why they will not be wet, but they will be thicker. Therefore, if there is a good amount of pee, there is a proper amount of fluid in the body. A baby's skin may have some flaking in the first days, mostly if it was born at 40 weeks or more. Generally, we should look at its face, which is the most sebaceous area. If the skin on the face is shiny, it also means that they are being fed properly. The color of the skin indicates the temperature. A baby that is too hot or too cold does not wake up to be fed. Consider the local temperature to see if the baby is not waking up because it is sleeping a lot or due to the temperature not allowing it to wake up. And thirdly, stools. Stools are distinct because, in a newborn baby, during these first 20 or 30 days, if the baby is exclusively breastfed, it will have spontaneous and daily stools. Stools of breastfed babies are diarrheal, explosive, lumpy stools. The colors can be ochre, yellow, mustard, corn, caramel, green. All of these are normal. There may be some particles, like lumps. That can also happen. There may be bubbles. All of this means that it is getting a complete milk. What does this mean? That it is taking milk that from the start to the end of the feeding has met all the nutritional requirements of this baby. Therefore, we have to allow this baby, since it latches on, to have that variety of features related to muscle tone. At first, it is very tense and gradually loosens. Their hands also loosen up and move away from the body. This will show us that the end is near. The end of the feeding is not related to a number index, neither minutes nor number of sucks. It's related to your baby's body behavior. To sum up, checking your breast pain, pee and stools, and your baby's general condition will give you an accurate picture of how your baby is coping with breastfeeding in the first few days after birth.